So I got the chance to watch the new Candyman, the reboot, if you will, of Candyman. It kept getting kind of pushed back because of pandemic reasons, I suppose. Although watching it now, maybe there's a little quality control there. I don't just click off of me just yet for saying this, but Candyman is one of those movies, the new one, that when you watch it, you realize you're watching something that's well made, and you're watching something that you probably should like a little more than you probably end up liking because it is so well made. But at the end of the day, it just doesn't seem to hit all the marks that I'm thinking that it was trying to hit. I think like at the end of the day with this new Candyman movie, it kind of focused too much on being woke or being a um, elevated horror movie that it kind of forgot some of the main elements of what made Candyman fun to begin with. And first of all, which this isn't really a spoiler, but here's the plot here. Basically, the Candyman we're learning about for the majority of this film is not Tony Todd's Candyman. We learn that there was another Candyman back in the day, and some terrible stuff happened to him. And this guy, who is an artist, is working on some new paintings, and he starts to learn more about this Candyman, and it kind of infiltrates his work, and kind of you know unbeknownst to him at first, he's kind of responsible for this Candyman kind of coming back and the legend being reborn and people winding up dead. And it's okay when it's actually doing the killing part, but for the most part, it feels a little preachy at times, and I understand that. I understand that it's justified, the preaching that it does, and I understand that it deals with real issues that need to be addressed and all that stuff. But sometimes when you sit down to watch Candyman, you just want Candyman. And this one, like I said, when it's all said and done, it does what it does well. It works brand new elements into things where, minor spoiler alert, you learn that there's basically a bunch of Candymen. Not just Tony Todd's, but the one in particular here and some other ones. And that plays an element into things. But it's just, when I'll go to watch a horror movie, I want to have a lot of fun with it. And for the most part with Candyman, there was fun moments, but there was a lot of downtime as well. And a lot of people just doing dumb stuff in situations where you wouldn't think they would be, given that this is a elevated horror film. But that being said, at the end of the day, I still will give Candyman a 3 out of 5 for being so well made and for having some good moments. But it's not Tony Todd's original Candyman by any means, but better probably than the other sequels, which that should go without saying. But if you come to this thing looking for like a more straightforward remake, or if you're looking for something more affiliated with Tony Todd, because yes, he is in the movie, as it was advertised, he's in the movie. Not very much in the movie, but he is in the movie here and there. It's a it's something that you might be disappointed with. That's what you're looking for. But as just for a new concept, a new rendition of Candyman, I think it kind of falls just a little bit short, but still solid. Just not as solid as we hoped it would be. This is currently on demand. You can rent it on Vudu. Amazon probably has it, right? I don't know, but Vudu definitely has it, and that's where I seen it. So if you have checked it out and you like it more than I do, feel free to tell me why. But as far as I'm saying right now, I found it to be just a tad bit disappointing with characters that you really don't care for, in my opinion.